Did you see Witness to the End last night? I'm aware the architect planned to visit him last night. You can check with her. How do you know?
You got nothing on me.
I'm the architect's assistant. I arrange her appointments to make sure that she can carry out her work without being obstructed by anyone else on this island. Okay, fair enough. I've scanned your phone. You can have it back now. Leave me now, freak. My job isn't to believe. I need proof. And now you have proof.
The truth is...
There's a 10-minute period where your phone went dark. Your alibi has a hole.
Why?
Maybe your phone was off.
Nonsense.
Why would my phone be off while I was directing the ferry woman?
Oh, so pathetic.
Do you even think, freak?
Pathetic.
The reality folding drive might have disrupted the communications. At the end of the island, the folding drive does have a final burst of power. Both islands during the transition, the radiation sometimes causes localized areas of communication electrical interference.
That's weird.
It seems convenient.
Pathetic.
What do you want me to say? Did you see the Grand Marshal last night?
Don't be naive.
Didn't see her, freak. Did you see the architect last night?
Don't make me laugh.
I saw the architect before I started my duties at the ferry woman. You should ask her about the time of the murder, though. I was here. Did you see Crimson last night?
Dare you?
I knew she was ready for pickup, but I left her until the end. She hates it here, and I had the power to make her wait a little longer, so I did. Hey, doesn't like her. Is there anything else you could tell me about Henry's movements last night? Seriously, do I need to hold your hand? Go speak to the Grand Marshal. What do you know about the escape last night?
Are you talking about?
What would I know? Do you know anything about the murder of the marshal guards outside the council building? I don't know anything, investigator. I wasn't there. What do you know about the second holy seal? I don't know about the seals, freak. That's the point. Okay, may you see through a million eyes, and may you reach the moon. That sounds ominous. Okay, so he's not gonna be like, I don't know, I don't like this guy. Okay, I decided to pursue KHX directly, just to try to get something going. So that's why we're gonna talk to Crimson and try to get her to open up more about him. Let's first hang out. Got time for a chat, Crimson. Why is no one else blessed? Gods work in mysterious ways, depending on who catches their eye. What do you really want to talk about? You're not here to shoot the breeze about divine blessings. It's in your eyes. Can I ask you about Isaiah?
Good.
I wonder when we get to that ex-husband topic. What do you want to know?
The investigator.
What's he doing now? He's still responsible for the citizen management, production, reconditioning, distribution. Is he happy? Sorry if this is a heartbreaker, but he's with Madame Complex now.
That's weird.
The garden tender. Very same. She lost Gregory on the 18th island when he repaired the timelines. A couple of islands later, she had a night out with Isaiah, a bar knife through the heart, and rest is history. But is he happy? Are you asking if he still pines for you? Yes. My name doesn't represent all of me. Took him a few islands to get over you, anger at what you did, and then deep longing. Buried himself in his work, he got through it. He's on the next island, one of Lydia's first pickups last night, not for all the citizen manager to do once the slaughter is completed.
Sorry.
I'm glad he's not a suspect. Time to move on, lady. Understood.
Honey.
Lady, I have something to tell you. Robe, you have something you want to tell me?
Who knows?
I told you about the key from KHX. I didn't tell you another part of the story. I've been worried about what's going on. You need to know. I seduced KHX for my own interest, but someone else asked me to do it as well. Who? Witness.
The investigator is here.
Why?
Don't be coy.
He wanted the key. I don't know why, but he asked for it. He wanted it modified for remote access, a dongle he could replace a control panel and then used remotely access it. I needed a line of sight, though. The amount of data could easily drop packets of signal was blocked.
Paradise feels wrong.
Did you give it to him?
What do you mean?
Yes. Why? He promised to help me.
Sure.
With what? He said he had a plan for the next island that would allow me to keep my freedom and allow me to return to active
I
service.
have a bad feeling about this.
Crimson.
You're letting
I
this
know.
get to you.
I didn't expect it to be this if it was him.
Is this a fact?
This is the
or
truth. Yes. I've got some work to do. Okay, we got it somewhere. We experienced a cause blackout last night from the reality folding drive burst. Not down here, there's a very rare lady. He's using that as an alibi. You need to be skeptical. Did you see the architect last night?
My ways.
I heard she was hanging out with Witness last night. You should ask her. Seems odd. Okay. May your journey be endless, and may you reach the moon. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Yeah, Witness is really looking, sus. That's for sure. We're back to talk to Witness. My chat Witness. Oh god. I must warn you that I am not one for long conversations. How are your plans, Witness?
Gods are watching us.
They do well in the climate of paradise. When the world is coming apart, it is good to have a hobby. Would you like one? I like to give them to people, but they are difficult to care for.
The gods are displeased.
They are a test sent from the gods. If we fail to look after them, they will die. If they all die, then we all die. The plants need our time and devotion, so do our gods. Absolutely. I obtained a plant.
The gods are radiant.
This plant has been freshly fertilized and watered. It comes from an esoteric plateau from my home in Iran. It will suffice for a while without constant attention. Once you finish your investigation, you'll provide something to focus on. Thank you, Witness.
The gods are watching us.
I am enjoying our conversations, Lady Love Dies. There is a sensitive matter which we could discuss further. I got a plant. A rare plant bred by Witness. He gives them his gifts, and they're notoriously hard to maintain.
Sure.
Here's something you want to tell the investigator. It is about Akiko's phone call after Henry escaped.
Gods are watching.
I can see you are working hard, Lady Love Dies, so I will tell you this. I worry that you are doing this for yourself and not the gods, and I am bound to help you. It is their wish. Akiko was supposed to be at the desolation cell, yet I cannot hear the haunting sounds of that island nor the sea that surrounds it. What does that mean? Everything. Nothing. You need to work that out.
I am still pissed.
The gods wished you to know, so now you know. Okay, we have lots of stuff to ask you. Is there anything else you could tell me about Henry's movements last night?
Times are
The monster's movements have been recorded by the Grand Marshal.
Why?
Why were you irritated to see Carmelita? Is that what she told you? I was surprised. It's unlike her to do a social call.
I need to investigate.
Are you suspicious of her? Are you people do things that are out of character?
The facts and the
Why'd you want Crimson to get the key to the second seal?
of course not.
I didn't. You're lying. I have a testimony that not only you asked her to get the key, but she gave you the key as well. That simply isn't true. I have nothing to do with Miss Acid. She's lying to you, Lady Love Dies. You are being played. You got the key?
Gods are
I didn't even know the second seal required a key. I don't have it. You're lying. I am not Lady Love Dies. Miss Acid is tricking you. She is turning us against each other. Why? It's your job to find out. Did you see the Grand Marshal last night? I spoke to her when she reported Henry's escape, but I didn't see her until the crisis meeting after the killer had been arrested. Okay. Did you experience a comms blackout last night from the reality folding drivers? I didn't. When they have occurred before, they were always hard to pinpoint. They don't affect the whole island. You asked Crimson to get the key to the second holy seal from KHX? No, I...
Test.
Witness, I'm losing my patience. By asking her to do that, and by her account taking a copy from her, you're the prime suspect for who went through it.
Of course not.
I did nothing of the sort. You're denying all of it, or just going through the seal? All of it. I had nothing to do with Miss Acid's preposterous story or the second
I
seal.
have a bad feeling.
No desire to cooperate at all? I can't cooperate with the fabrication. Did you see your architect last night?
Blasphemy!
I don't know what to tell you other than what I've already said. She came to spend the evening with me here. You want to know what she did before that? You need to ask her. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago?
This is
Henry is a curse on us all. His possession 10 years ago condemned the island. There's nothing else to know. The dead zone is a reminder of his crime. Okay. May you fly with destroyed Eden. And may you reach the moon. Okay, Witness has been a little bit helpful. I do need to go see Lydia. That's like, I think, the one person I haven't really talked to yet. You met that Yuri creep yet? He seems like a bad time, a really bad time. Spineless, though, you know, Chief, like, could that sack of shit actually kill the council? He's got a secret, though, you could tell. Everyone here has a secret. Don't get sparked with me, love dies. Ah, you're saying stupid shit, I'll give you stupid shit. Well, we might as well see if we can crack that syndicate seal. Actually, no. You probably can't crack that one, because isn't that the one for the whole, you know, ad area?
daybreak.
Let's hang out.
Let's go for a drive, LD.
What led you to the life of an assassin?
Damn it, LD.
How come you're asking me about this now?
I was born.
You never talked about it before my exile.
What the hell are you talking
And now a mass murder happens and you just bring it up?
I need to investigate.
Don't make me out to be the bad guy, I just got a job to do. Sorry, LD, tensions are up.
Complicated.
I don't like to talk about it, you know, that's behind me. Being assassin was simple, but you don't have to worry about it a lot once you get good at it. Find the target, learn the target, and the target. Love, though, that's complicated. That's why I drive and paint. I always need a skill to master. You got a new car since I've been gone. She's pretty, ain't she? Upgraded. Got bored of the muscle car look. Last year offered the refit the old girl, but I wanted to change. So here she is, Burn Parliament. A lot of memories cruising that old girl. Endless summer nights, right, LD? Endless possibility. Things were simpler. Things are so messed up now. By the way of the world.
Talk, LD.
If you could, it'd be cool if I drop you at the beach, LD. Sure thing. Thanks for the ride. Okay. Oh, we got a lot to cover with her, because, yeah, we haven't talked to her at all yet, so. We'll start with Henry's demonic possession. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago? Henry caused the demons to corrupt this island, LD. You see the dead zone? It's a nightmare rift we're not allowed into. If you're looking for more answers, try in there. What can you tell me about Yuri and what he was doing last night?
Messing with you.
I was talking with him all night. He was my handler for the pickups. Pickups.
I'm messing with
You know, LD, the move to the next island. The islands exist in separate pockets of reality, so we can't just hop on a boat trip over there. We have to go through the Paradise Gates to get our trans-dimensional travel on. Masahiro Heavy Industries built the car to do it. It's the only thing on this island that could go through the gates, and I'm the ferry woman. On the night of the island ends, I wait for syndicate members to report to Yuri that they're done with their duties. Yuri calls me and arranges a pickup. I grab them and take them through the gates to the new
The
island.
investigator is here.
You were in contact with them all night.
complicated.
Well, there was a time when I couldn't contact him. When you go to the Paradise Gates, I checked in with him to confirm the warm-up sequence started, but I couldn't get through to him.
That's weird.
Any idea why? Is it unusual?
You can prove it.
It has happened a couple times before. The reality folding drive sometimes causes it. Just odd it happened last night of all nights. I checked his phone records at a comms tower. His phone went dark last night.
The island feels bad.
I think he was up to something. It's one of the possible truths. Do you know anything about the murder of the marshal guards outside the council building? I think LD was working last night.
Why?
Why are your tire tracks on the penthouse?
Come on, LD.
That wasn't from last night. When was it then? A couple of weeks ago. I went up there to think, and the sunset looks so good up there. The penthouse is off limits. You were trespassing.
I have.
You've changed, LD. What happened to the devil may care attitude? Besides, the penthouse is the most secure building on the island. I couldn't get in if I wanted to.
Sure.
Somebody got in. Often go climbing, a new hobby. Never been one for physical pursuits, you know that, LD. The repelling gear I found near the tire tracks from your car on the roof of the council building doesn't belong to you. Can't say it does, LD. Sorry, I can't be more of help. Found your knife outside the penthouse.
What?
What knife? The combat knife that's engraved with a message from
I'm
Sam.
glad you're back, LD.
Found my knife. I've been looking for that for ages. It disappeared a while ago. Disappeared.
The island feels.
Yeah, I couldn't find it one day. It's like up and vanished.
That's
Many
strange.
things vanished around here, so just a knife that mysteriously vanished and appeared outside a crime scene.
On, LD.
You never lost something before? You know why the blade is damaged. Not much need for combat blade on this island, so it just became a tool. Pop the cap off a beer bottle, tighten the angle nut in the car, you know? Can I have it back? It's sentimental.
Got it.
Afraid not, Lydia. This is evidence. Do you know anything about the open grate on the council building?
What?
Great.
The investigator is here.
A maintenance hatch. It's been cut open, and something dragged through it.
Complicated.
Not sure why you'd think I'd know anything about that. I think your knife was used to open the grate.
Prove it.
You're wrong, LD. You'll need some proof as well. What do you know about the second seal? Secret, LD. I've never been through the big door of the council building. What do you know about KHX's disappearance? Haven't seen him in a while, LD. Was hoping he'd turn up on my list of pop-ups last night. Thought he was just taking some time out, but he'd ready to go to the next island. Guess something bad happened. Have you poked around his place on the mountain? You see the Grand Marshal last night?
Talk, LD.
Sorry, LD, didn't see Akiko-chan. Have you asked her about it? You see Crimson last night. Have you asked her yourself, LD? I didn't see her last night. You see the architect last night? I didn't see her, LD. Was waiting on a call to pick her up. I heard she was at Witness's apartment, if that helps. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night? For real, LD, you need to speak to Akiko. What do you know about the escape last night? You read the report, LD, that's all I know. You have to ask Akiko-chan yourself. You see Witness to the end last night? He's usually at his apartment. I heard Cam went to go see him, though. You see the doctor last night? DJ said he was at the clinic all night if you asked him. Where were you at the time of the murder? Sammy had packed at the bar, so I picked him up and it was turn to go through his Paradise Gates to the next island. Took him over there, but before we could go through, it locked in response to the murder. Will the logs at the gates confirm this? Should do. We started the warm-up procedure, but then it shut down.
Sure.
What was the deal with the warm-up procedure? You can't just walk through the Paradise Gates. They're connected to another reality. It takes a lot of power to move between different realities, and it's a complicated procedure. The gates need some time to draw enough power in and do calculations get you to the next island. How's that different from just driving around the island? We're not hopping between realities on the island, so you can just cruise. Just a bit of single reality driving, huh?
Right on.
You got it. Holler at me anytime you want to go for a cruise, LD. Buying this Henry story? I hope it's him, LD. If it was the one of us, Syndicate could collapse. Akiko-chan found him at the scene. He had a knife and the Vic's blood, right? That paints a pretty convincing picture.
That's it.
Maybe it's a little too convincing.
What?
You think something else is going on, LD? I don't, but I have to check.
Ooh.
A demon-possessed citizen with a grudge makes it a nice, simple case. Nice. Did you have any problems with the council? Nope. Me and Sammy are just living our lives, LD. We're not into politics and scheming on the island.
That's it.
What about the rest of the syndicate? Anyone come to mind that has a grudge against the council? This is a dark line of questioning, LD.
Come on,
If people find out I said anything, I'll get a target on me.
Oh, I'm glad to be.
You're an ex-assassin that's cooperating with the lead investigator. You'll be fine.
I'm glad to be.
I need your help, Lydia. I've been gone so long, things are weird on this
Come
island.
on, LD.
You're telling me. Okay, because it's you. I've started to worry about a couple of people. Yuri's up to no good.
Oh,
Makes you say that? We'll get into that later. Carmelina's the other one. The architect? Why?
Come on, LD.
Gut feeling, LD. Okay. Let's talk about your suspicions on Carmelita. Oop, I should probably get in the frame. Carm's a genius, LD.
Island.
The next island will probably be perfect. She's crafted a masterpiece.
It's complicated.
You probably heard people talking about Montserrat. He's getting paranoid. He was getting arrogant.
Complicated.
For some people, honing their craft is enough. Others need rewards. I don't know if Montserrat was in the credit-giving frame of mind.
that's strange.
A slighted genius. Maybe. Has Yuri got a motive for killing the council?
Damn it, LD.
He's ambitious and wants power.
What the hell are you talking about?
He hasn't earned it, though. Earned power is bad news, LD.
LD.
He used to be small-time, a shitty little kid, but one day he got off buff. One day.
What are you talking about?
That was weird. Almost overnight, became handsome, got six-pack abs, and started to be
What the hell are
charming.
you talking
His charm's fake, though. He's trying to get his own way all the time. Be careful with him. He's been trying to push his own agenda on the council, but it's never gone well. Montserrat was fixed on his plan. Yuri wasn't going to push him around. I got a bad feeling about him a while back and pulled some records from the Moon database. Here, take them. Try asking Sammy as well. People get loose-lipped at a bar.
Come on, LD.
LD, I have something I think we should discuss. I have to ask about this, Lydia. Do you have a motive for killing the council? I get it, LD, just doing your job. Nah, me and Sammy haven't got a reason to hit the syndicate like this.
Oh.
You're happy here?
Right on, LD.
As anyone can be.
Is this a fact?
Sorry to ask this, Lydia, but I need you to tell me about the last job you did.
Why?
You mean moving us to the next island? No, the regiment changed in Europe before the syndicate.
Hell are you
Who the hell told you about that? Wait, was it acid, wasn't it?
on, LD?
What does that have to do with the council murder? The murder has all the hallmarks of a regiment change.
Improve it? Sure.
Oh, give me a break, LD. Me and Sammy were assassins. We did assassin shit. It was the last job we had to do to buy our freedom. That was a millennia ago, a different epoch. It has nothing to do with last night. You had to ask. No, you didn't. Okay, probe. There's something you want to tell me.
It's complicated.
It's a sensitive subject, LD. For who? About someone on the island, but it might be something you don't want to hear about. I'm an investigator. The truth doesn't care about feelings. You know I told you that Yuri suddenly got ripped overnight. He became a new person. What if it was God that did it? You mean a blessing?
Improve it?
Deception. That's dangerous talk. Goddess Enchanted Blue bestows physical gifts in return for devotion.
LD.
Deception by God is a crime. I don't want to just accuse him.
I have a bad feeling.
What makes you so sure? He's been going on and on about retrieving her body. She's dormant in the Severo caverns of the real world. Yuri wants the council to authorize an op to go and get her. That's suicide. Enchanted Blue is guarded by elite custodians. I know, there's no way Monostar would let it happen. I think that's why he's been pushing to get on the council. He's been deceived. Would he really kill the council? He's not going to be on the new council.
The island feels bad.
What if he doesn't stop until he is? I'll keep your suspicions secret, but I'll look into that. Thanks, Lydia. Okay. May your spectre gaze upon a star. May you reach the moon. Or that time separates passion from conspiracy.
Where?
Where'd you hear that? How should I know? I could barely keep this form together, but who knows where I was drifting? How much time did this crime take? Was it opportunity a centuries-old plan? Time's a weird thing on these islands. Who is this guy? Is this the guy that's, like, possessing the one dude? Okay. This is someone's arm. Horrific. I wasn't expecting that. But we have an arm now.
Relic obtained.
Cute Tamago phone charm obtained. Cute hamster friend Tamago is a star of a popular 4-panel comic a citizen drew. Could I ask you a personal question?
I hate.
It's been a while since I felt this particular kind of stomach-churning dread. Where'd you take a dump in the Islands? I didn't see a toilet up
I
there.
have a bad feeling.
You don't need to. It's a special, wonderful kind of punishment.
Oh.
Get put in a kind of suspended animation where certain bodily functions aren't even needed, but you're still fully conscious.
Oh.
So you're forced to have an eternal solitude without even having the luxury of a good bathroom break. Man, I hate the syndicate. That is kind of fucked up. Deep factory entrance. No worries, LD. Let's go. Yeah, I thought we were here. Okay. Oh, she was broken before. This is the dead Nebula told me to look for.
Key item obtained.
Knowledge tablet for Starlight. Please manually install from Starlight's inventory, etched by a pilgrim to the narrowing marble prayer. Citadels on the planet forgotten by all the gods. Allow Starlight Process worship glyphs.
Yo, you got the upgrade. Good work. Told you we'd come through for you.
Thanks for the help.
No worries. Always get to help the investigator of a mass murder. Don't forget to install for the Starlight's inventory. Don't you think that's a hassle, an unnecessary step?
Friction is nice, makes things more meaningful.
I guess. We'll let you get back to it. Remember to buy more drinks. Bye. More drinks.
Okay, let's upgrade. Installing. Complete.
Install complete.
Okay, theoretically, we should be able to go check on the phone things now. Yeah, it's over here, isn't it? Oh god.
Brief warning.
That brought it closer to where we wanted to go, so that's a good thing. We cracked this computer. Dark Enemy scan phone records, scan witness's phone.
Got it.
Record. Calls made by Kiko to witness. Witness was in his apartment. But it says Akiko was at the Syndicate HQ. That's weird. She told me she was at the Desolation Cell. She lied to me.
Sure.
There's an unknown number in here. It's not any of the Syndicate phone records. It was dialed at midnight last night. The call picked up and ended in under a second.
Don't test me.
That might be innocuous, but it probably isn't, though. This tower can help me scan phone records. Oh god. Ankles. My ankles. Okay, we still need the pyramids for that. Where was the other one?
Got it.
This was there's locker. They said they found someone and put it in here. This locker looks like a Starlight upgrade. Okay, we
That's strange.
got all of the upgrades. What kind of life was a power plant worker living where they could find this?
Key item obtained.
Knowledge tablet for Starlight. Please manually install from Starlight's inventory. These carvings were carved by terrible hands with unknown tools on a plant that only exists after image of a nightmare. Allow Starlight to process pyramid glyphs. Okay. So now we should be able to hack all the computers, which is a great thing.
Install complete.
So let's go back to that pyramid. Okay, let's get in here and investigate.
Nightmare computer.
Okay, so that's a pyramid.
Nightmare computer unlocked.
Okay, door's unlocked. We can go in. Okay, what's this? The airlock. God.